I've tested quite a few e-bikes from OneSport on this channel, but never their best-selling model, the OT05. And now that OneSport has introduced the Pro version, it's the perfect moment to finally check it out. Hey, it's me, Martijn, and let's get started. When you hear Pro, you might expect a stronger motor or high-end components. But in reality, the only real upgrade over here is the battery. From 18.2 amp hour on the regular model to 22.5 on the Pro. That means extra range, totaling around 130 to 140 kilometers under the right conditions. So before we do a deep dive on the battery, the range and performance, let's start at the beginning. What do you actually get when you order the OT05 with a bigger battery called Pro? Well, you get a big box and the unboxing is simple and straightforward. The bike comes mostly pre-assembled and well protected by lots of foam. And look at this color. Wow! So I mounted the handlebar and tightened it with 4 bolts. Then I inserted the front wheel and locked it with the lever. Next, the front light and mudguard. We're almost there, just the pedals, followed by the rear rack, which is held by 4 bolts. Lastly, the rear light. In the box you also find the charger, user manual and some tools, nothing too complicated. And within 30 minutes you can be on the road. Now let's dive into what makes this the Pro model. You guessed it right, the battery. The OT05 Pro comes with a 36 volt 22.5 amp hour battery as mentioned before, compared to the 18.2 amp hours on the standard OT05. In practice, this translates into a range of around 130 to 140 kilometers on pedal assist mode, assuming flat terrain and moderate support levels. In real world conditions, think colder weather, heavier riders, lots of headwind or uneven terrain, you're looking at something closer to 80 to 100 kilometers, which is still a very solid result for a 𝗦𝗵cie𝗽 e-bike. If you prefer throttle-only riding, the Pro manages to get around 50 to 80 kilometers on a single charge. Keep in mind though that this mode is not legal in all countries across Europe, including this beautiful country over here, the Netherlands. So let's continue, because the battery is nicely integrated into the frame, making the bike look sleek and modern. The good news is it's also removable and lockable, which is practical if you want to charge it indoors. Speaking about charging, it took me roughly 7 hours from empty to full. This is one of the big selling points. For around 1,000 euros, this is one of the very few e-bikes that realistically delivers triple-digit range. And that's a game changer if you're planning long commutes or weekend trips. You've probably seen it by now, it has a rear hub motor. It's rated 250 watt, but what you probably haven't seen yet is that it's paired with a torque sensor. And it's actually the first time I've seen this combination as well. So the torque sensor really improves the quality of the ride. Power delivery feels smoother and more responsive. When you push harder on the pedals, the motor immediately responds, making the experience much closer to riding a regular bike, but with that extra boost when you need it. 40 Newton meters of torque isn't the highest or the strongest, but it's strong enough to get you going or get you up any hill or bridge. You can choose between 5 levels of pedal assist, and the handlebar mounted display makes it easy to adjust settings, check your speed, or keep an eye on your battery level. Comfort is always a big part of the riding experience, and this e-bike comes with a front fork suspension with 80 mm of travel, which smooths out bumps and uneven roads. Combined with 27.5 by 2.25 inch tires, you get a stable ride whether on asphalt or cobblestones. One of the features that stand out to me is the front light, not only because it's large and actually looking good, it's also genuinely bright, which makes evening rides much safer. And the rear taillight is also nicely integrated into the frame, giving the bike a premium finished look. For braking, you get hydraulic disc brakes, which again for a bike around 1,000 euros is something you don't see often. It provides reliable stopping power even in wet conditions. The only downside for me personally is the saddle. It's a bit too stiff for my taste, especially on longer rides. That's of course easy to swap out, but worth mentioning if comfort is your priority. Like most OneSport models, this one is also equipped with a Shimano 7-speed gear system. Shifting is smooth, and combined with a torque sensing motor, it makes the bike feel natural and versatile, whether you're cruising on flat roads or tackling a bridge. Design-wise, I think the OT05 Pro keeps things practical yet stylish. The step-through frame makes it easy to hop on and off, which is especially convenient for city use. The bike also comes with a sturdy rear rack, perfect for panniers or grocery bags. The overall build feels solid, and the integrated battery gives it a polished, modern look. After riding the Pro version, I can definitely see why the regular version was OneSport's best-selling model. If you're looking for a reliable city e-bike with solid range, great performance and a lot of features, the OT05 is probably one of the best value e-bikes you can get right now. If you're looking for a reliable city e-bike with solid performance, great range and a lot of features, then definitely go for the OT05 Pro, because I think it's one of the best value e-bikes out there right now. Now go watch the video over here to see all the other e-bikes I've tested from OneSport, because we've reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did so, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. So I'll see you in the next one.